Hey, Mr. Financial Advisor, I'd like to know a little bit more about Bitcoin. Tell me, please, about Bitcoin. I hear so much. My neighbor the other day said he owns some Bitcoin, and he was talking about the compounded average growth rate being 200% and how that triples his money. Advisor, nah, no good. Too volatile. Yeah, volatile. Standard deviation. No. Too up and down. I don't like it. Hey, what's up? This is Cole from Life 180. How is it going? Cash flow. Hackers. Okay, today the video content. The video topic is how life insurance agents can help crypto investors. Crypto assets and whole life insurance look, act, taste, smell, and behave just like each other. It's unbelievable how much these two asset classes have in common. My mind is actually totally blown away by it. Let's just start with the fact that it's deflationary. Let's just start with the fact that it's standardized. Let's start with the fact that these assets have done one historical thing throughout their existence. Now, one of them is only around 12 years old and the other one's about 200 years old, but they still have a very, very similar behavior. They grow consistently over time. And more importantly, they solve a lot of problems. If you really think about what makes these two different asset classes unique, isn't so much of the fact that they are a store of value or a way to put your capital into a more controlled place. What it all has to do with at the end of the day is opportunity and the reduction of opportunity cost. And we're going to get into that. Today's topic and today's video, again, is something I'm super passionate about, but is how life insurance agents can help your crypto investors take advantage of this. One of the things I absolutely hate is when I listen to advisors, if they're on our team or on other teams, we're constantly working with other teams. We're constantly collaborating with other teams. Our advisors have a very, very deep understanding of the crypto landscape and the kind of digital asset conversation. Here are the areas in the corners within the crypto space, digital asset space that you need to understand. You need to understand Web3. And this is the number one way that life insurance agents can help crypto investors is first off, being honest and being knowledgeable about the subject. The knowledge is very straightforward. Look it up, read about it, start understanding it, plug into it. You'd be amazed at how by learning about digital assets, you can actually learn about life insurance. There's so much similarity in terms of the two products that is just completely uncanny. I'm going to save the similarity and the synchronicity between the two videos for another video, because today's video is really just simply about providing solutions. So the number one solution that you can provide to your clients is don't do this. Hey, Mr. Financial Advisor, I'd like to know a little bit more about Bitcoin. Tell me, please, about Bitcoin. I hear so much. My neighbor the other day said he owns some Bitcoin, and he was talking about the compounded average growth rate being 200% and how that triples his money. Advisor, nah, no good. Too volatile. Yeah, volatile. Standard deviation. No. Too up and down. I don't like it. Okay. All right. It's Cole again. Now, here's what just happened there. Ego happened. Ignorance happened. Fear happened. Financial advisors that answer that question, and I would say probably 95 to 98% of financial advisors today answer the Bitcoin question that way. I'm sorry. Bitcoin alone, and I'm using Bitcoin just kind of a catch-all general. It's the Mac Daddy. It's the big dog out there. But Bitcoin is not anything to mess around with anymore. This is a household conversation. This is a conversation that's happening at the dinner table in most homes around America and Canada. What do you think people are going to be talking about this Christmas? I can tell you it's going to be COVID and it's going to be digital assets. It's going to be Bitcoin, because people just say Bitcoin. I would say 70% of these families talking about Bitcoin are just going to be talking about Bitcoin thinking they're talking about digital assets, right? So you need to understand a lot of things about in and around digital assets. So you do not show up that way. It is unacceptable. People expect more of you as a financial advisor. They expect you to have a deep understanding. Crypto assets, digital assets, cryptocurrency is widely considered now part of the financial industry. It is becoming adopted. It is becoming regulated. We have ETFs. There is governance. The Bitcoin industry, the digital asset industry, the crypto industry is not what it was in 2017, 2018. It is a new landscape. Watch what happens in 2022 very quickly when all the big hedge funds, the big funds around the world clean off their P&Ls. The directors, the owners take their bonuses and they go into a risk position. They buy risk so that they can, again, come 2023, take their bonuses. And how these funds take their bonuses is by buying risk. They're buying Bitcoin. Anyway, I could go into a whole rabbit hole about all these different things, but the only reason I know about this stuff is because I research it. So I encourage you. Here are the corners very specifically that you need to know about. You need to understand what Web3 is. You need to understand the metaverse. You need to explain what an NFT actually is. And just kind of a quick tip, that one of the best ways to describe an NFT is to understand the fungibility or the non-fungibility of gold. It's actually very relevant when you compare a non-fungible token, say built on the blockchain and found on places like OpenSea, for example, and then you can relate it to something like gold. What it does is it gives you a lot of credibility, and it also gives people a lot of relatability. So it's very important. You also need to understand what a stable coin is, what a DAO is, a decentralized autonomous organization. Very, very important. DAOs are kind of really the future. The big future kind of right now is the metaverse. There's a lot of noise around that. You have to understand what blockchain technology means to that, what digital assets mean to that, what NFTs mean to it, what coins say for very specifically, what do coins do? What is their mechanism? What is the relationship between a coin and a stable coin? We can get into all these kind of conversations, but for those of you that don't know, really quickly, a stable coin would be like putting your money in a fiat market into a cash position. If you feel like the market is going to drop, somehow you feel like there's going to be a crash coming, you would move your money into a cash position to hedge it against that volatility and that necessarily that drop. Bitcoin, digital assets or coins are no different. If you're invested into a certain coin, you're on an exchange and you're on a hot wallet and you feel as though you need to move into a more stabilized position, or a position that isn't tied to the market or correlated or following the market movement, then you would move into a stablecoin position. So a stablecoin essentially is cash. Now, I just want to kind of give you a few kind of tidbits and a few kind of nuggets to kind of start rolling on this. Autonomous organizations, decentralized autonomous organization, or DAOs, are very, very important. I would say the two most important areas right now that life insurance agents can brush up on are the metaverse. What is it? How do you access it? What does it look like? The coins within the metaverse, Decentraland, the Sandbox, Axie Infinity. Those three coins, if you're going to be interested in understanding what coins and therefore what blockchain, and then there's the whole kind of NFT piece to it that I'll save again for another conversation, because I could go on about this for hours. DAOs, very, very important. And DeFi. I think DeFi and decentralized finance, obviously smart contracts, and to really capture all of this stuff, one of the easiest things that you can do is just understand the difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum. That will go a long way. If you can just start with understanding what the difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum is. When you understand what Ethereum is, then you understand what a smart contract is. When you understand what a smart contract is, then you understand the mechanism and the importance of decentralized finance. And especially being in the financial industry and being a life insurance advisor, life insurance, without a doubt, when you understand it, is the most important foundation of any financial plan, period. You can't argue that. It's just really unfortunate that life insurance has such a bad reputation. It has a bad reputation because we've spent too many years with these MLM-based companies, primarily running themselves out there, selling life insurance to their mom, dad, cat, dog, Siamese fighting fish, brother, sister, child. God help us. It's brutal. Stop selling life insurance to your family. Let them come to you. Get wealthy, get successful from it. Anyways, I digress, but I always take an opportunity to take a plug. Just keeping it real over here.
90% of advisors fail in the first 3 years. Why? Because they all sound exactly the same. Show up differently and be the financial stewards your clients need you to be. Discover the most innovative storytelling tool to explain the immense power of whole life to families. Be a part of the 10% that's making a difference and making money.
So that's one of the most important things you can do. I'm going to share with you right now what I like to do when I meet clients, and one of the best ways. We do have a solution to this, and if you've gotten this far in the video, this is very, very important, and here is the value. I'm going to share what I do when it comes to people that ask me the crypto question. I play a game with them. I gamify the relationship. I make it tactile. This is a tool that you can share your screen, and in Zoom, you can give them the control, and you can give your client control of this game called Making Sense of Crypto. It's one of my absolute favorite games. So what we do, we own this tool. We created this tool to help the advisor when they're asked this question. Hey, what do you know about Bitcoin? Please tell me. I hear my neighbor just had all this success. He has an investment on Binance, and he told me that his money doubled or tripled last year. Oh yeah, Bitcoin, Donna. You can't do that. This is how you show up. Hey, that's really interesting. I'm also learning about digital assets. I work for a company that provided me with this great software in case, knowing that we need to be armed with good answers to good questions. And so, hey, you want to play a game? Let's learn together. You can help me learn. I'll help you learn, and let's have some fun. So we're going to go player one. I'm going to put myself in here, and I'm going to choose who am I going to play against? Well, how about Chris, my partner? You guys all know him on the channel. I'm going to play against Chris, and we have an investment down here. Now, what you're doing as advisor, you're handing this over to the client. You're letting them do this. You're on a Zoom call. You let them or any kind of platform, let them run their way through this. They can control this. Just give them that tactile tool. This is a tactile touch point in a digital world. Nobody else shows up this way. All right, we've got Cole against Chris. We have $50,000. We have a budget anywhere, and you can choose anywhere from 10,000, 5,000, all the way up down to up to $50,000. All right, now we're going to select the cryptocurrencies for your portfolio. All right, so what we have in here is we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Binance Coin, Tether, XRP, Dogecoin, Solana, Polkadot, USD Coin, Litecoin, DAI, Aave, Pancake. We have Algorand, Dare, Hashgraph, Celsius, Yearn Finance. Now, what you can do is before you populate these data points here, you can just kind of click on this. You can click on this and have a conversation. Now you're learning with your client Bitcoin about it. World first cryptocurrency, Bitcoin stored and exchanged securely on the internet through a digital ledger known as a blockchain. Bam, here we go. It gives you the creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, date established January 3rd, 2019, and a total volume. Holy cow, that's a big number. That would be $21 trillion. Okay, so and so yeah, anyone telling you that Bitcoin isn't serious or they're volatile or it's too much standard deviation, I don't like it. Ask them if they like a $21 market on exchange. The market cap isn't 21 trillion. It's around 2 or 2.5. It changes quickly, trillion. But I mean, that's a whole other story. But on exchange, it was roughly $21 trillion. I mean, it's pretty, and that's the volume essentially. Is what it'd be. So Cole against Chris. So we're going to do $50,000. So just out of interest sake, I'm going to take I'm going to take $10,000 of Bitcoin. I'm going to take $10,000 of Ethereum. I'm going to take $10,000 of Cardano. I'm going to take $10,000 of Binance Coin, and I'm going to take $10,000 of Tether. Okay, Chris, what's Chris going to take? He's going to take 10,000 XRP. Again, our budget is 50,000. He's going to do 10,000 Doge. He's going to do 10,000 Solana. He's going to do 10,000 Polkadot and USD coin, 10,000. All right. So we have our budgets all set, and we're just going to scroll down here, and everyone's happy. We're going to click play. Okay. So now what's happening is the game is playing. Instantly, what's happening here is a whole bunch of data got populated, and we're going to talk about what that data all means. We're going to go back to the top of the screen, and we're going to see instantly, as soon as I hit play, my portfolio is now valued at 50,000. I made $15 in about 1 second. Chris actually made $41 in about 1 second. Now, guys, this is really important. This is all correlated to CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap, without a doubt, is the most reputable place to go and find real-time, active, live cryptocurrency, say prices second to second. It refreshes there roughly about every 15 seconds. There's different places to get cryptocurrency coin prices. That one is the most reliable. If you're looking at it at an exchange, or if you're looking at it on exchange, the crypto price, depending if it's an ETF or depending if it's an actual pegged crypto investment or fund, it makes a huge difference because of futures contracts and various things. So you really want to go to CoinMarketCap and get the information from there. Coinbase is reliable. Gemini is reliable. If you're in Canada, Pinkberry is reliable, but these are Coinberry, excuse me. These are good exchanges to work from. Okay, so what we're going to do now, just out of interest in time, I'm just going to go hit here, refresh the market, and we're going to see who actually won. Well, you can see time in the market now, 1 minute and 29 seconds. And while that game was playing, I was just having a conversation with you. I was just like my client. I was telling you about where to buy it on different exchanges and researching what's happening on different exchanges. So now that this is all correlated, it's real time. My value, $50,024. So I made 24. Chris actually smoked me, 50,069. So we're going to go down here, and what it's going to do, it's going to give you a future value of the actual tool. So it actually said, what it says here is that Chris is now valued at 50,069. If I go down here, it's going to pick Chris because he's the winner, and it's going to show what the future value would have been if he bought that coin 3 months ago. His value would have been only 42,000 in the whole portfolio. So Chris's portfolio, XRP, Doge, Solana, Polkadot, USD coin. Okay. So 3 months ago, Chris put 50,000 in. He would have taken 42,000 out. That's not very good. All right. Now, 6 months ago, Chris put 50,000 in, 80,000. Now, here's where it gets really crazy, and you can't miss this. You can't unsee this. This is all real time. This is 4-letter word, math, M-A-T-H. Okay. 12 months ago, 1.6 million. 18 months ago, if you put $50,000 in and Chris bought those same coins, what's this number right here? 3.5 million. 24 months ago, 823,000, and 36 months ago, $861,000. Okay. Well, it says a lot about what it would have been 12 months ago or 18 months ago, 24 months ago, and 36 months ago. Different story, but it's still a heck of a lot better than $50,000. All right. That's it for me. I know you took a ton of value out of this. I had a lot of fun making this video. We're going to be bringing you a lot more digital asset and crypto content because we feel it's so vitally important that life insurance agents actually show up with the credibility to speak to if you're interested in these tools or you'd like to learn more about what it is that we do at Life 180, please reach out to us. We're very accessible. We appreciate you watching this and giving us a stage to be able to share this information with you. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.